Instead of Fulani to rule Nigeria, it's better we divide Nigeria and let everyone go his way. Endu base, Endu BC, Endu baby, Endu bobo. He said instead of Fulani man to rule Nigeria again, it's better let Nigeria split, let everybody go his way. Endu baby, let's assume by your name you are an Igbo person. You did not speak for the Igbo, you speak for yourself. But I want to tell you this thing. You cannot stop a Fulani man to rule Nigeria. And there is something you don't know. Now Fulani get this country. If Fulani decide today they want to take over this country, they can do that. And nothing you can do about it. I am not Fulani. I am Igomba tribe from Nasarawa State. Me and my tribe and Fulani will know the same thing. But that does not stop the fact that Fulani are the strongest people in this country. You understand? And even if an Igbo man will become president in Nigeria today, Igbo will still say they want to go. Nobody is stopping anybody to go where he want to go. But you don't get freedom for free. You fight for it. Your parents fight for it before. Ask them discuss. Did they get it or not? When they are ruling, did not say let everybody go. They say one Nigeria, right? Now Igbo man bring Nigeria together. Na Igbo man bring Nigeria, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, na Igbo man bring her. Now it does not favor people, you want to go. Nobody is stopping people to go. You either fight like the Ukraine and Russia, or you remain a slave forever. And secondly, check the history of this country. Fulani has governed more than any other person, right from the military regime to today. They are the deciding factor of Nigeria politics. You are no longer on their shoe size. You are not their mate. Fulani is beyond the way you think. Not only Nigeria, Africa. Fulani is the whole world. You can't beat them. Who don't big pass you, don't big pass you. You understand? You don't want your Fulani to be president, but you wanted Atiku Abubakar to support Peter Obi. Is Atiku Abubakar not a Fulani? The same person that you don't want him to be president because he's a Fulani, you wanted him to be a stepping stone for your brother to become president. How does it make sense to you? If you are not a mad person, how does it make sense to you? You wanted Peter Obi to pick Aminu Tambo as a vice president, to pick El Rufai as a vice president. Are they no Fulani? Yes, they should back your own candidate. I don't know the mentality some of you have. You people just want to split division, you want to talk rubbish. Politics is not emotion. You understand? These are the mentality of so many of you, but I believe that there are so many Igbo people that understand politics, just that they don't talk online. They allow their younger ones who have zero knowledge about politics to talk. You don't want Fulani to become president again. Let everybody go. Nobody is stopping you to go, but you have to fight. Maybe you will not even be alive. You want to get a freedom. Maybe at the end of the day, you won't even be alive to witness the freedom. So use your brain, yeah? Use your brain, not be emotion. No go talk, wait till go put you for wahala.
Fulani will continue to rule and misbehave in Nigeria if Nigerians refuse to do the right thing. Out of all the tribes in Nigeria, Fulani are the most united people. They support their evil brothers. They brag. Name that thing that Fulani don't do, even when other tribes are scared of doing those things. For example, Buhari died some days ago. You know what Fulani all over the world did? They were promoting Buhari, claiming he's one of the best presidents Nigerians have. Because they understand that if they did not do that, Nigerian will promote him to be a bad person. So Fulani know how to promote themselves, even when they know they are one of the problem West African have. Nigeria was never perfect when Buhari come in, but Nigeria become worse when he become our president. The insurgency increases and the hunger increases because Buhari promised to bring his brother from Chad, from whatsoever, from the country to come and disturb Nigeria if he did not win election. This is not my claim. It's there in the internet where he said Baboon go use blood bath if he no win election. So the massacre going on in my state, Benue, Nahin Kosan. Now, despite all this atrocity, the poverty, the insurgency and all of that, Fulani people still take it upon themselves to promote Buhari to be one of the best presidents Nigerians have. Do I blame them? No, I did not blame them. They are doing a great thing. They are doing a great job for their own tribe. But do you know, if it's an Igbo man or Yoruba man or Edo man or whatsoever tribe in Nigeria, they have produced this kind of person and the person come kpai, you go see say na dem go, na same tribe go come outside, they insult that person wey they no go even support am, they will be rejoicing. As of today, I saw two videos from an Igbo person and from a Yoruba person when they bust one of their brother wey dey do skull mining. An Igbo person na him post that video, they condemn him own Igbo brother. The Yoruba video wey I see, na Yoruba man post that video, they condemn him own Yoruba person. But have you ever seen where Fulani person commit crime and a Fulani person make a video condemning that person? No. You would rather praise the person and give you reason why the person does what he's doing. So with the kind of mindset we the other tribe in Nigeria have, Fulani will continue to rule us. As long as say we always get time for mind, so oh, Fulani can do anything in Nigeria and go scot-free. If you say won't do anything for Nigeria and go scot-free, you must start behaving like Fulani. The reason Fulani do something and go scot-free in Nigeria now because of say now we dey allow. We dey make them feel say true they get upper hand pass us. And the few people wey dey talk against them, few. So definitely those few people will be so very easy to shut their mouth or shut their life. But when tribe start coming out in masses, start behaving the way Fulanis are behaving, you go see say everybody for Nigeria go know say nobody get monopoly for violence or any monopoly for higher ground in any place. Now if Fulanis are doing a great job, let other tribes start behaving like Fulani, make all of us they do great job. If truly as I dey talk, wey some of una dey feel say na bad thing I dey talk, let other tribes start behaving like Fulani so that the thing go equal.
Every time the North will say Nigeria is indefeasible. Okay, make Nigeria stable and peaceful. They refuse. If it is Christians that are doing this and they are doing the North, will he still say what he said? They would have been shouting Araba, Araba, Araba like they did the first time. The North should not think that we are fools. So every time they speak as if they want one Nigeria or they love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, is it not Northerners that went outside there to bring terrorists into Nigeria? No, tell me. Was it mention one Christian? Even in Namdeka did not do that. Yeah, they are talking they want one Nigeria. You can see deceit. The Sultan knows exactly the cause of this insecurity. He knows where it's coming from. He knows the people that profess a particular religion that are behind it. Yet they will not even interrogate it or call a meeting for it. Every time Nigeria is a lie. It's a lie. Whether they like it, if we didn't do, maybe our children will think better. That's the truth. This thing must not continue. The way these people act and behave is so annoying and so provocative. The other one, an Islamic clergy, at a sheikh at that height came out in the open and told the whole world that God told him to kill Tinubu's wife because she's an infidel. The first lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Somebody from your religion said it because of religious sentiment, and you are telling me Nigeria is Nigeria. You are talking to yourself, the Sultan. I won't agree with you because you people have used this religion to intimidate everybody since time immemorial. Everything you people do is all about religion. If it doesn't favor you, no. I remember when they want to hold Miss Nigeria in Abuja. This same people, because of religion, they took it to Calabar. Is that Christians? Did they behave like that? They don't even bother with you whenever they want to do something. They don't do it without caring. Is that not enough for people to say, look, we are leaving you people. Since you like violence, stay with your violence. We are going. Every time Nigeria is a lie. One day they will realize that we are not fools over here. I'm not joking. Because look at it yourself. Right. How can you claim you love Nigeria?
We are absolutely out of time. We are absolutely out of time.
You see, I've lived in the North for so long, and I thought I understood the phrase Nigeria say malam until very recently. You know, I was thinking. I always think. I love thinking. You know, with thinking, you can unravel certain mysteries that your head may have jumped around. Nigeria say malam literally means Nigeria must belong to the North. I mean, literally it means Nigeria must be ruled by an Islamic cleric. But conventionally it means that Nigeria must be led by the core North. Let's leave it that way. So I've been thinking, why is it that the North or certain part of the North want power back by all means possible? They want power back by all means possible. Now let's get it straight. Let's get this straight. Or let's not misunderstand certain things. Tinubu has failed. Tinubu has failed woefully. But why did Tinubu fail? Tinubu failed because, like every other leader in the past, he is also a tribal champion. Now, if Tinubu had carried every other person along away from our oppressors, which I'm going to get to in a bit, you see, we probably would have forgiven him for how he got in. But the moment he got in, he tended to have forgotten how he came in and thought he could become Lord of the Ring. And for that, he is going to be taught is a bitter lesson. Now, one thing I've also come to realize is to change an ideology. Now, the ideology the core not have is that Nigeria must be led by them. And which part of the country are we talking about? It's the Fulani speaking people. I was listening to a video by El Buba the other time, and it was like, hey, the Benue people, they have the Fulani problem. Plateau, they have the Fulani problem. In fact, almost every state now have the Fulani problem. And their singular mission is to look for vulnerable communities, drive the inhabitants away, and grab it. It's there. And what is even more annoying is that they are using subtle nomenclatures to describe this, that farmer herders clash. Who is clashing with who? This is a deliberate attempt to expand the Fulani hegemony in Nigeria. And yet, we are using subtle nomenclatures to describe it as if it's not a big problem. It is a big problem, and we need to do something about it. You know, I've been asking myself again, like I told you, I like asking questions, and I like thinking. When I think, it leads to questions. When you ask questions, it leads to solutions. Now, why is it that after Buhari left, 8 years of Buhari that had Fulanis emboldened, unaliving Christians, burning churches, and driving communities away, we have thought that when Tinubu came in, this menace will at least be alleviated. Unfortunately, it's becoming more exacerbated, and somehow one is lost as to when will it stop. Now, could it be that Tinubu had an agreement with the Fulani cabal that say, hey, we see how you're so desperate to want to become president. Okay, we're going to give it to you, but please, don't touch any of our own agenda. Is that what is going on? It seems so to me, if you ask. It seems so to me. But why is the sudden yearning of these people to get power back away from Tinubu? As much as I don't like Tinubu, I like the fact that he is playing the same game the Fulanis played in our Nigerian polity back to them. That I will give it to him. I'm telling you the truth. But you tribalized it. He tribalized his own agenda, forgetting that in as much as the Fulanis can tribalize or weaponize their power in the north, the Yorubas can't do that. You can't Yorubanize power in the south and the rest of us will follow. Hey, Yorubas are fighting for us. No, it won't work that way. Imagine if you had carried the south along, the southeast along, not asking governors to defect, and the north central along, and then point the finger to the biggest problem of our country, the Fulanis. I would have said, okay, fine. But in this case, the problem is still there, but they just changed name. The problem of Nigeria is still there, only this time with a different name. It was Fulani before, now it's Yoruba. Now, some people come to my page and say, why am I'm a tribal bigot? Well, if saying the truth will make you tell me this name, give me this name, so be it. I don't care. It is called water for a reason. Saying it the way it is. I am not here to say things that will make you happy. Nigerians are tired. Every year, Nigeria leaps from one worse scenario to a far more deplorable scenario. We can't continue this way. Am I saying all Fulanis are bad? I am not in that boat. I cannot classify all Fulanis are bad. When I was in Katsina, most of my hosts were all Fulanis, and they seemed nice to me. But you see this group that have a dastard agenda to annihilate Nigerians for the purpose of their brothers elsewhere in Africa. These are the dangers we face. These are the dangerous ones in our midst, and we must do something about it. Tinubu is not handling the situation, and I don't think he will handle it. So we must come together. We must throw our tribal differences away. Of course, some people will not find it easy to leap away from this tribal bias, but we must do that. If we must get our country back, we must do that. We must try to get away from this our religious nepotism and take this country back. For goodness sake, why we will have somebody good and we say because he's an Igbo man, we will not allow him to rule this country? I realize that the people selling this ideology are the very people that want power back, not because they want to fix Nigeria, not because they want to liberate us, but because they want to keep us in that perpetual state of subservience so that we will become second-class citizens and they will become first. We must say no. 2027 will become a defining moment whether Nigeria can remain one or Nigeria is set on fire. Either way, I'm ready for it. Now, I am not asking for violence, but the people who want Nigeria to remain destroyed must be made to realize that there are consequences for their action. We are in this perpetual state because people who are putting us in this state do not realize that there are consequences for their action. Until you let them know that there are consequences, we will keep gnashing our teeth and complaining.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. Creating this impression that the Fulanis are unstoppable and people cannot stop them from becoming the president of this nation is actually laughable, because this country does not belong to them. If Nigerians continue to kind of reward the Fulanis for maiming them and unaliving them, what then do we call Nigerians? Do we call them fools or what? The reason why people are saying that they won't allow a Fulani presidency again is actually because of what the Fulanis are turning out to become. Nobody hates them in Nigeria, but the fact that they have an agenda they want to accomplish, it will be very easier for them to accomplish that through this whole unaliving and this whole jihadism. That is the reason why nobody wants to give them power again, because the moment you give them power, they start infiltrating every other region in Nigeria, because they are the hem of power and they can do and undo anything they want to do. And that's the major reason why Nigerians are saying that they don't want to vote a Fulani person to become the president again. If not, nobody hold anything against them. If they can live in peace and tranquility with other Nigerians, why not? Everybody has the right to run for presidency and be voted in, and if they have the number and become the president, nobody has any issue with that. But the fact that they are hell-bent on taking the lives of other Nigerians at the expense of our own vote is something that is laughable and something Nigerians must stop. And we must start realizing that this country does not belong to anybody. No matter how powerful you are, the country does not belong to you. The country is meant for everybody. And this is the reason why I say that the going back to this current system of government that we are practicing is actually bringing more problems, it's causing more harm than good to this country. Because of course, if we're not running this system of government, these problems we are having will be limited. We would have been able to curtail some of this problem to kind of solve some of this, fix some of this problem, if not because of the system we're running. But of course, nobody wants us to go back to the regional system of government again, because it's not something that favors their agenda and it's not something that is going to go well for them. And when we talk about division, people will start saying that we are prophets of doom, that we don't want the best thing in the interest of Nigeria, and that all we want is just to be selfish and all of that. Understand? If the country is not working and people are not smiling, Nigerians are suffering and everybody is calling for help, Nigerians are dying every day because of the insecurity in the land, is it not better we separate? However, well, it's supposed to be, that's a talk for another day, because this one particularly is about the Fulani presidency. It's actually because of their agenda that Nigerians are against them becoming a president. If not Nigerians, I don't think they have or hold any grudge against anybody in this country. This is my humble opinion on this. Can you drop what you think about this in the comment section? And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please can you like, share, and subscribe to our channel.